Hi there, in this video you're going to learn about proportions. Your objective for today is to learn how to solve proportions. So first thing you need to know is what a proportion is. A proportion is just two ratios or fractions that are equivalent. So if we look here, it says cross multiply to check if the two ratios are equal, proportional. Alright, so I'm going to do the first three together with you, and then the last three you're going to do on your own. Okay, so we have 1/2 is equal to 8/16. An easy way to check to see if they're equivalent is you just cross multiply. So 1 times 16, you get 16. 2 times 8, you get 16. 16 equals 16. So yes, they are proportional here. Let's look here. We have 4 times 10, which is 40, and 9 times 5, which is 45, right? Well, 45 does not equal 40, so this is not proportional. Okay, let's look at this next set of ratios. We have 16/24 is equal to 2/3. Well, let's just multiply across. You have 16 times 3, which is 48, and 24 times 2, which is 48. So these two are proportional. All I'm doing is multiplying and seeing if I'm coming out with the same number on either side. So why don't you pause this video and try doing the next three on your own. Okay, by now you should have already done these last three on your own. Now we're going to go through the answers. So 6 times 20 and 10 times 12. You should have gotten 120 on either side. So yes, these are proportional ratios. Let's look here. We have 27 times 2, which is 54, and 8 times 6, which is 48. So those two are not proportional because they're not equal. Let's look over here. We have 11 times 10, and we have 15 times 8. 15 times 8 is 120, and 11 times 10 is 110. So these two are not proportional because the numbers don't match up here. Okay, how to solve proportions. So all you have to do to solve a proportion is just cross multiply and then solve for whatever your variable is. So if we look here, we have a set of ratios. We have 5/10 is equal to 2n, 2 over n, I should say, 2 n's. So if you have 5/10 is equal to 2 over n, you're going to just cross multiply. 5 times n is equal to 10 times 2. Okay, all I'm doing is cross multiplying, same thing that I did in the other slides, cross multiplied. Okay, so now I have 5n is equal to 10 times 2. We all know how to solve for n since we did a whole chapter on equations. So 5n is equal to 20, right? 10 times 2 is 20. How do you solve for n? If you're multiplying by 5, you're going to divide both sides by 5, right? The 5's cancel out, and you're left with n is equal to 4. So in other words, if you plugged in 4 here instead of n, you would have 5/10 is equal to 2/4, which, yes, those two ratios are proportional. And here is our last example. We have 8/5 is equal to 24 over m. Let's do the same thing. Cross multiply. 8 times n is equal to 5 times 24. Or 4 times 25. Or 24 times 5. Sorry. So we have 8m is equal to 24 times 5. Okay, you have 8 times n. The opposite of multiplying by 8 is dividing by 8. Right? So we're going to divide both sides by 8. And you end up getting m to equal 15. So if you plugged in 15 here, this equation, 8/5 is equal to 24/15 would be true. All right, so just real quick, how to solve, you just cross multiply and then you solve for your variable. All right, I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching.